Oh, she roasted you, bro. Oh, dude. Oh, dude.
Well, I'm just saying,
Whoa.
it's not as tan as, you know, anyway.
Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you are having a fantastic day. My name's Grant. I'm an American English teacher, and on this channel, I share new lessons every week to help you become a better, more confident English speaker and learn about American culture. Today, I have another listening lesson for you guys. This one's a little bit more challenging, so this will be for more intermediate and advanced students. For this lesson, I will use a clip from Ellen DeGeneres' live talk show. And in this clip, Ellen is going to interview two young comedians. I think these guys are really, really funny, and they use a bunch of American slang and American idioms that you guys can learn and start using in your speaking right away. So for this lesson, we will learn some new vocabulary, then watch a clip from the actual interview, then you will answer listening questions about what you just saw. Let's get to the first section now. First, let's check out the vocab words that you'll hear in the first clip. SoCal, that is just a shortened version of Southern California. So Los Angeles and San Diego. The Constitution. This is a very important paper that explains the official laws of a country. And in the clip, they shorten this by saying constitution instead of constitution, but it's the same thing. If someone feels fired up, that means they feel really excited and motivated. And stoked, which is also slang, it also means very, very excited and very happy. A vision board, that is a board that has pictures of all the things that you want to do. It's similar to a bucket list, but a bucket list is usually writing, and a vision board is just pictures. Charisma, as a noun, this is a personality trait. It means that you are attractive and confident and interesting. So if you have charisma, that is a good thing. Let's watch the very first clip.
Our next guest makes me laugh so much. They spend hours in city council meetings across the country fighting for things that are important to them, like the right to party.
What up, Council? My name is Chad Kroger. I come to you from a land called SoCal. According to our sources, an attempt has been made to suppress their right to party. Not to get too lawyery on you, but this is in direct violation of the Constitution.
I know you think you're helping by placing restrictions on partying. Labeling more than 4 people hanging out as a party, though, that means this council meeting could be called a party. This is chill, but this is not a party.
From Los Angeles, California, please welcome Chad and JT. Hi, guys.
How's it going?
What up?
It's going very well. How's it going with you?
Oh, good. We're so fired up. Thank you so much for supporting our causes. We've been just...
We're stoked.
Yeah, we've been frothing ever since we heard that you're supporting us, so...
Well, I'm
stoked to be
frothing
here.
and stoked, too. So, tell me, I hear that I'm on your vision board.
Yeah.
You are, yeah, you're front and center. I think you've been on the vision board of my mind since the show started,
Oh,
but
that's wonderful.
on my actual one for about a year.
What
since
else
I
is on the?
constructed
Oh,
it.
there's the other vision board. There's people all over. Now, have you met Howard Stern yet?
What's up?
Yes, we met him.
He's cool, right?
He's a
Super
cool
chill.
guy.
He's
yeah,
a great guy.
Great charisma.
What's the passport? Were you going to travel? Is that what that is?
I just have to renew my passport.
I say
Yeah.
so. So tell everyone.
Okay, I know this one's a little bit difficult, but hopefully you were able to understand some of it. First, pause the video and speak your answer to this question. You can record your answer and then compare it to the example answer that I will give next. What were Chad and JT talking about at the city council meeting? At the city council meetings, Chad and JT talked to the city government about a new law that prevents house parties. They said that this law violates the Constitution, so it is against the Constitution. They do not like this new law. Let's do some listening practice. Listen and write down what Chad says here.
I come to you from a land called SoCal.
Let's hear it again.
I come to you from a land called SoCal.
He says, I come to you from a land called SoCal.
I come to you from a land called SoCal.
Now listen for what JT says.
That means this council meeting could be called a party.
Let's hear it again.
That means this council meeting could be called a party.
He says, that means this council meeting could be called a party.
That means this council meeting could be called a party.
Now listen for what Ellen says.
What's the passport? Were you going to travel? Is that what that is?
Let's hear it again.
What's the passport? Were you going to travel? Is that what that is?
She says, what's the passport? Were you going to travel? Is that what that is?
What's the passport? Were you going to travel? Is that what that is?
Okay, here are the words from the second clip, which we will watch next. Activism, as a noun, it means actions done to stop a bad or evil thing from happening in society. An activist, that is a person who does activism. Legit, which is short for legitimate. This is also slang, and it's similar to cool, true, or skilled. Roast, as a verb, this is a slang term. I actually mentioned this one in the slang vocab video I made. To roast someone means to insult or to make fun of that person, but it's in a friendly way. Don't get me wrong, as an idiom, it means don't misunderstand me or don't misunderstand what I'm saying. They will use the word fire several times as a slang term when it's not literally about a fire. It means awesome or cool. Let's watch the next clip.
Everybody, so you call yourself activists.
Yes.
So tell everybody exactly the activism that you're doing.
Well, our main mission is basically just to raise stoke within the nation.
Explain what Stoke is for people who don't know.
For me, stoke is like being in a car with your boys and your girlfriend going to get fish tacos.
Yeah. It's basically like this feeling that you have in your heart where you know that life is really legit.
Yeah.
Like a ripe avocado. Or like a
Yeah.
compliment on your tan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a compliment on your tan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. You don't look like you have too much of a tan there, Chad.
Whoa, whoa. Oh, dude. Oh, she roasted you, bro. Oh, dude. Oh, dude.
Well, I'm just saying,
Whoa.
it's not as tan as, you know, anyway.
I'll put it on my vision board.
All right, put it on. Put a tan on your vision board.
Yeah.
I mean, you have beautiful skin.
Oh, thank
don't
you
get me
so
wrong.
My dog's complexion is fire.
Oh, dude,
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so you...
Okay, how did Ellen roast Chad? What did she say about him? Chad was explaining what stoke means. He said it is like getting a compliment on your tan. Ellen joked that Chad doesn't look very tan. Now let's do some listening. Listen and write down what Chad says here.
It's basically like this feeling that you have in your heart where you know that life is really legit.
Let's hear it again.
It's basically like this feeling that you have in your heart where you know that life is really legit.
Chad says, it's basically like this feeling that you have in your heart where you know that life is really legit.
It's basically like this feeling that you have in your heart where you know that life is really legit.
Now listen for what JT says.
Oh, she roasted you, bro. Oh,
Let's listen again.
dude. Oh, she roasted you, bro. Oh, dude.
He says, oh, she roasted you, bro.
Oh, she roasted you, bro. Oh, dude.
Now listen for what Ellen says.
Yeah.
I mean, you have beautiful skin.
Oh, thank
don't
you
get me
so
wrong.
Sure,
Let's hear it again.
Yeah.
I mean, you have beautiful skin.
Oh,
Don't
thank you
get me
so
wrong.
much.
She says, I mean, you have beautiful skin, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, you have beautiful skin.
Oh,
Don't
thank you
get me
so
wrong.
much.
Next set of vocab words. Civic as an adjective, that means related or about being a good citizen or civilian of a country. So your civic responsibilities are the responsibilities you have related to being a good citizen. Forefathers, that means your ancestors, and usually they are very important people. Stone-faced, as an adjective, it's an idiom and it means showing no emotion or no expression. So your face is completely serious. They will use the noun desperation, but desperate as an adjective, it means when you really, really, really need something. And then rage as a slang term, as a verb, it means to act wild and crazy, usually at a party. Let's watch the next clip.
All right, so you've been to like 30 council meetings, right?
For sure.
And so you spend a lot of time preparing, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spend like weeks on the speeches just to get them just right, and like honestly, it's at council meetings too. Like we have to wait a while sometimes. Like we went to Delaware, we had to wait like 7 hours.
Oh God.
They
Yeah.
tried to like wear us down, but we just got stoked on civic duty and just held in strong. And then,
Yeah.
So they kind of know what you're going to do. Is that?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and so the thing is, they have to listen for 3 minutes, right? They can't interrupt you. Is that the whole point?
it's all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks to the Constitution, our forefathers they really valued the right for a dude to get up and do 3 minutes at the mic.
Right, which is fantastic because I can't imagine that a lot of these people really enjoy it. Do they think you're wasting their time?
You know, on the exterior, they play it like they're super serious. Like they're like, I'm not. You know, I can see it. They're just stone-faced, but on the inside, I think they're just like screaming.
Yeah, it reminds me, there's a fire quote from H.D. Thoreau where he says, most people lead a life of quiet desperation to rage. And I see that in their faces.
Like,
You're so right.
Okay, this is a hard question. If you aren't sure, that is okay. But do Chad and JT think the council members like their speeches? Chad and JT think the council members look like they don't enjoy the speeches. Like Chad said, they are stone-faced, but they secretly like them. Let's do some listening. Listen and write down what Chad says here.
yeah, we spend like weeks on the speeches just to get them just right.
Let's listen again.
Yeah, we spend like weeks on the speeches just to get them just right.
He says, yeah, we spend like weeks on the speeches just to get them just right.
Yeah, we spend like weeks on the speeches just to get them just right.
Now listen for what JT says.
Most people lead a life of quiet desperation to rage.
Let's hear it again.
Most people lead a life of quiet desperation to rage.
This is a hard one. He says, most people lead a life of quiet desperation to rage.
Most people lead a life of quiet desperation to rage.
So this means most people lead a life where they secretly really, really want to rage. Now listen for what Ellen says.
Do they think you're wasting their time?
Let's listen again.
Do they think you're wasting their time?
She says, do they think you're wasting their time?
Do they think you're wasting their time?
Okay, next set of vocab words. A cause as a noun. Usually when it's about activism, it means a goal or plan to improve society and improve the world. The next word's pretty hard. Devotee, that is a person who is very interested or enthusiastic about something. So a sports devotee is very, very interested in sports. A chariot, that is a wheeled device you put at the end of a horse, like in the picture. Flex as a slang term, as a verb, it means to show off or brag, to show how cool you are. Dog, as a slang term, it means like dude, man, or bro, and pal means friend. Let's watch the final clip.
We'll be right back. All right, so you're passionate about many, many causes, but now you have, what's the current cause?
Well, we're really dedicated to scooters. I'm actually a scooter devotee. We've just grown really fond of these wonderful chariots because they add so much to the world. So our new cause is basically to get scooters into the Olympics.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's me flexing.
That's
Yeah.
you. Are you also, JT, into the scooter?
Yeah, I don't think it's just a mode of transportation. I think it's a mode of expression, and I want that represented in the Olympics. We wouldn't want it to be a racing sport. We'd want it to be more of a style sport where you like just rip a fat S-turn and it's yourself that you put into the turn that you're judged on.
Right.
Like my dog, I remember one time he went for a scooter ride and then he just started telling me all the trees he saw, you know?
Yeah, like oak, birch, and elk.
I don't think elk is a tree. Elm.
Great, thank you.
Yeah. 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 It is a good way to see trees, though, on a scooter. You've got a point. So Olympics. That's what you're hoping for. And since we're pals now, I want to help you try to get this into the Olympics. So I have
What?
gifts for both of you.
No way.
No
Yeah.
way.
Wait. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yes!
Yeah!
Yes! Oh my God! What up?
Okay, do your best to explain this question. What is Chad and JT's current cause? Chad and JT's current cause is to get scooters into the Olympics. They love scooters and want scooters to be a style, not racing, sport in the Olympics. Let's do some listening. Listen and write down what Chad says here.
So our new cause is basically to get scooters into the Olympics.
Let's hear that again.
So our new cause is basically to get scooters into the Olympics.
He says, so our new cause is basically to get scooters into the Olympics.
So our new cause is basically to get scooters into the Olympics.
Now listen for what JT says.
Yeah, I don't think it's just a mode of transportation. I think it's a mode of expression.
Let's listen again.
Yeah, I don't think it's just a mode of transportation. I think it's a mode of expression.
He says, yeah, I don't think it's just a mode of transportation. I think it's a mode of expression. So it's like a way to show your personality.
Yeah, I don't think it's just a mode of transportation. I think it's a mode of expression.
Now listen for what Ellen says.
All right, so you're passionate about many, many causes, but now you have, what's the current cause?
Let's hear that again.
Back. All right, so you're passionate about many, many causes, but now you have, what's the current cause?
She says, all right, so you're passionate about many, many causes, but now you have, what's the current cause? This can be difficult because she kind of changes what she's saying in the middle of a sentence.
Back. All right, so you're passionate about many, many causes, but now you have, what's the current cause?
Okay guys, that is all for this week. Let me know in the comments what you thought of Chad and JT. I think they're really, really funny. And I've listened to their podcast a lot, and that's also really, really funny. So if you're a more advanced English student and are looking for some fun listening practice, you should check out their podcast. I'll put a link in the description. Keep studying hard, guys, and I will see you in the next video.